I do think it's good to have a variety and get out some, but I think that the ones that we have, they're the same as the ones we had before, the Curtis Hudson Tracts, but they've got a different cover on them. And so it's nice to just give someone something with just a little different look to it and have them have the chance to read it. Yeah, I have noticed watching people as they receive tracts, I recommend getting out and getting some exercise. When I've just been doing my running and things, there's all kinds of people on bus benches. You know, people stop you to talk to you when you're running. It's like they see that you're miserable and they want to make fun or something. And I've had a couple people stop me when running, and so I've taken to trying to have at least a tract or two with me. And you can be running by in a bus, and if you're running and you quick hand somebody something, they'll take it, and they'll see what is in such a so important that you're in such a rush to get it to them. And you'd be amazed. Just go out and walk around and hand people tracts, and they'll take them. And a lot of idle people around that would read the gospel. And friend, I want to tell you something. People need Christ. They need an answer. And there's a lot of folks out in this world that just wonder, is there God? Who is He? Can I know Him? And if they read the gospel, God will take His word and He'll impress upon their hearts that it's true. And simply by their saying, you know what, I believe that Jesus is the Savior. And I want to trust Him. I do want to trust Him to save me. God, will you save me? And God will save them from reading the gospel tract. And we have no idea. We won't know till heaven how many folks have been saved from the tracts that we've passed out. But I imagine, my guess is that it's more than we would think. And how many people here, a gospel tract influenced you for getting saved? Anybody here before you were saved, Brother Chuck? Okay. All right. Well, I know when we have folks come to our church that are newly saved, or just as many of them just in ministry, a lot of the testimonies that they give us, I got a gospel tract, and I kept getting gospel tracts, and then I got saved. And so keep that in mind. Take advantage of the opportunity to do that. I'd appreciate having your company with me this week on door-to-door visitation. And we've got plenty of literature right now to pass out, so there's no problem having plenty to do. We had a really enjoyable time last week. Got to make some good contacts, talk to some folks. And so you come and be a part of that. We'd be delighted if you would. Nursing home is Saturday at 2:30, but leave it a quarter to 2, right, Chris? Yeah. Okay, so leave it a quarter till 2. And I just recommend, if you haven't been able to go on the retirement home service, that you would do that at your earliest opportunity. And if you do, I think that you'll want to go back every time. It really is a blessing, and it's fun. But you'd be amazed how much your going is appreciated. You say, what would I do if I went on the nursing home, went out with the nursing home group? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You'd go there and just be a part of the service, and you'd sing, and it's in a small room, and it sounds good when you sing, and then you would be able to maybe give some folks a hug that need somebody to just say, hey, I care about you and I love you, and just be a real blessing to them. And then you'd get to meet Mr. Bud Savage, and of course that would be worth your trip all by itself. No kidding. I'll make him famous enough you'll go see him pretty soon. He's a neat guy. I need to go see him soon myself. All right, well, did I forget anything about, continue to pray for Brother Sam. He's in the second phase of his trip. Matter of fact, he'll be back really soon. What day does he get back? He won't be back down here, but he'll be in North Carolina. It's next week, isn't it? Something like that. It's not very long. It's a week or two out. It's not very long. I've been praying for him every day. I really have, but I don't know how long until he gets back. But it'll be pretty shortly. And we have heard from him. He's doing well. He's said that he has had the opportunity to get out a number of packets of the gospel, and that he's got some individuals in specifically that he's praying for. And then if you would please pray for Melissa and I as we're making preparations for going to Guyana. We have a number of things that need to work out this week to really get ourselves ready to go. We need to get some shots, and we need to get our passports taken care of. So pray for those things if you would, and keep those in mind and consideration. Be praying for them as well, for the Fysick family, and be praying for the Rich family over in Japan. Okay, well that's it for announcements. And so Alex, if you'll come and help with the offering this evening, and we will pray and ask the Lord's blessing on. Would you pray?